Now, you may see that we don't have our books today. And that's okay, because I've made it so y'all can hand me a book. Wait, where's the button? No! No, that's the normal throw. Where's the book one? Fuck it, I'll do it manually. There we go. You know what? I should maybe make the book persist around the screen edge for a bit. It kind of goes too fast. That should work. Anyway, let's jump back into Talos Principle 2. We have game sound. All right. All right, Walrus. Already opening the evening with some violence. I see how it is. So, we've activated 2 of the 3 towers. Now, we were able to get both of the meta puzzles in this map. And now I realize we... I think I know what I need to do for the other one. So before we head to the new island, I want to head back to the secret, or see if we can get the other meta puzzle in the first island first. One of the other things that I did is I moved Talos Principle 2 to my SSD. Simply because I remember when we first started it up, it did throw like a warning of like, hey, this is on a hard drive, you might have some bad loading or something. So I had space on my SSD. Fuck it. I don't know if it actually made a material difference. You know, I feel like things were pretty fine originally. But just in case, you know? Now, let's get over to the meta puzzle first. That's not the meta puzzle. So, that was the one that we had to chase the spark. So the meta puzzle, other bonus, wait, do we have? Do we have both the sparks? I don't remember us getting both the sparks, but I don't see it lit up. Unless the triangle is something different. Yeah, the triangle is something different. Never mind. I'm a potato. Right. So we need to get a green laser to there. So, where is a puzzle with a green laser in view? I think it's going to be this one. I think this is what we're going to want to do. So we need to get green, blue, and red. Okay. I see. Alright, so let's connect to there. Actually, I have a better idea. Blue, red, green, green. Damn it. So close. So close. I may be colorblind, but I know blue and red make purple. This is RGB. But also, it's because... It's fuck you. Actually, hold on. You reminded me. This game did have... accessibility for color blindness. I was wondering what the colors look like in some of the others. Where is it? Woo. There it is, colorblind. So let's turn this up to 10 with Deuternope. Apply. Okay. So it turns into more of a blue, orange, green. Protonope. This one doesn't look too different to me. And then we have Rhytonope. This one also doesn't look too different, although I did notice things look a little bit brighter. Anyway. There's also a strength of colorblindness. That's really nice. Always nice to have accessibilities in our video games, so everyone can have the experiences.
The hunter does not hunt because he is hungry. He hunts because he revels in death.
I don't know about that. I feel like hunger plays some kind of part in that, Pandora. Right, now I need to remember where the train is. I keep getting lost. I think it's in this, but I need to be upstairs. Yeah, I think it's up there to the train. Twain. That actually changed a lot. Oh, was it much more clear for you? Like, I could definitely tell it was changing something, but it was just wasn't hard for me to perceive. But also say I'm generally not very good on colors anyways, so I may not lack the attention to detail sometimes. Ooh. Ooh, there's a little fire over here. Hold up. Doing a little parkour, eh? Do a little bit of parkour. Let me up. Ooh, get us a little flame. It specifically changed important colors to use so that reds and greens look different. Oh, interesting. Really trying to Skyrim horror stuff. Look, if there's one thing I really like to do, it's to break games, which is why. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. I can just walk up here normally, like a normal person. Making this harder for no damn reason. There's a reason Halo 2 is my favorite of the Halo franchise, because I spent so much time in that, breaking it, doing all sorts of silliness. Always went and got the scarab gun and the soccer ball, sword flying. Yep. I remember me and a friend spent hours and hours on the scarab map, playing with the soccer ball, and we died and reloaded so much that it actually broke the game. And the scarab, like cutscene event where, you know, where it comes in and it blasts the scorpion tank, it would spawn the scarab, or it would spawn it would spawn and then it would just sit there and not do anything for the whole cutscene. Scarab map Metropolis? Yeah, something like that. It's the one where you first see the scarabs. All right, on to our new island. I see we're gonna have 3 sets of 3, because it looks like we might unlock parts of the pyramid. So I'm wondering if we're gonna do like 3 big puzzles. We'll get into a section of the pyramid. We will find something. And then we're gonna have to go to another section to continue progressing inside the pyramid. Let's head on out.
After 1K found those labs, I started thinking, where did all the tech come from? So I had a look at the serial numbers, and it turns out the answer is New Alexandria.
Oh. Wow, I guess that makes sense. After the explosion, the colony was abandoned. Nobody ever went back for all that stuff.
We had enough to deal with. So many dead.
So that's one question answered. But how did they go from scavenged Alexandria tech to all this?
How did we go from nothing to where we are now? Through the application of reason and the right tools.
And nanobots. Interesting. Someone seems to have misplaced their sea urchin. It is on land and also megafauna.
Look at the size of that structure.
How does the material support so much weight? Is it the same stuff as the other buildings?
Yeah. I know it looks like some type of concrete, but the molecular structure is completely different. Whatever it is, it's a lot stronger and less brittle.
Are the labs made out of the same material?
No, that's just ordinary concrete. Although, it does have some molecular weirdness going on, too. Too little variation in the grain.
That's concrete. Interesting. Ooh. Loving the guitar. This is a nice song. I love how we have like this kind of evening sun with all these grass and trees. Like, this is very picturesque. Ah, it's so beautiful. Hold on. I think I saw like a photo. Oh, interesting. Note for myself. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Orb. Yar, be pondering me orb. Ah, it's a golden gate. I see. Okay, alright. Puzzle. Riddle me this, puzzle man. This area has been much more... Okay, I guess now we have a directive. I guess we're starting with the 8th puzzle. converter. Oh, I remember this. Hold on. We need that there. Ah! Hey,
Artist
Aurora!
161 Happy Wiggle 1 Artist 161 Happy Wiggle 1 Artist 161 Happy Wiggle 1.
So, I have fixed the TTS for, like, resubs and all those other events. In the process of that, I've discovered I have been messing up my critter TTS this whole time. So, because they go on that virtual cable separate from my audio, I was trying to set them up with different filters and voice effects to give them their own voice, you know, just kind of spice it up, you know, make it a little bit different than just the normal, like, Brian voice that everyone knows. What I failed to account was the fact that all of those differences were occurring on the same virtual cable. So even though I was having, like, separate cables, it was applying all of the filters whenever audio was coming through on that cable. So, what that meant... Oh. What that meant was I have not been customizing them like I thought I was, and I kind of need to sit down and redo all of them, or just have them turn on differently, you know, I don't know. Okay, so I got the fan, but what does that do for me? I mean, really, I need to put that on it. So I also need it to connect to there. The only way to get to connect to there is if it's up there. What if I just do this? No. Oh yeah, Aurora. I hope you're having a good evening. Wait a minute. Can I just take the box? I just take the box out? Or do I need to maybe get on the box first? I am feeling pretty good about resting with some puzzling. The coding mines have been very rough. Pretty rough this week. Lots to do. Trying to get everything set up on Slime 2 for the chat widget. Trying to make something to make it easier for people to switch from stream elements as well. By converting like the stream element stuff into the Slime 2 settings format more automatically. So that's just gonna get me... I need to turn that on, but to turn that on, I have to use this. Oh. Am I really that much of a potato? Damn it, Dreki. Dang nabbit, Dreki. Okay, so now I need a red laser on this side. I can get a... Actually, hold on. Just do that. Okay. Now I need a blue laser to there. And the easiest way to do that is for me to lose my goddamn mind because I have no idea what I'm doing. Hold on. Let me cut this off real quick. No, this isn't right. I do need to do that. But I need to do blue over here. If I do like this. Actually, hold on. I would actually maybe want to do this. Now... get all three of these going. Okay. Changed my mind. This there. This one, connect it to that guy. Put it here. Alright. I'm gonna take this one and go blue, red, red. Drop. Oh, Kissinger. Yeah. Very, very awful person responsible for very heinous stuff done in places like Cambodia and such locales. Very good that he has finally fucking died. Unfortunate it did not happen sooner, but better than never. Was about to gender neutral? Yep. Kissinger's finally gone. Finally fucking gone. Ooh, spiky.
I think about New Alexandria all the time. But realizing this place was built on its bones just brings it all back even more. We were so optimistic when we started. So full of ourselves. We thought we could accomplish anything. And then, in one single moment, it was all gone. I remember a flash, and then just lying there, realizing that my legs had melted.
Oh,
I tried to pull myself away from the fire, but the servos in my arms were broken. If Eustathius hadn't found me, sorry. Just some old scars.
Oof. Was he like 100? Yeah. Yeah, he made it to fucking 100. The computer said I lose connection after that. Please, BC, work with me here. That certainly happens, but yeah. It's hard to articulate off the top of my head, but Kissinger did a lot of things like pushing for, he worked with the Nixon administration on foreign policy. He, withheld aid. He aided in a lot of violence. Like, it's just, again, Kissinger is just so awful. Wait, I need to get that other one first. Wait, what if I do this? Yeah, I thought that would happen. If I get this. He lived that long by consuming the souls of innocents killed by his war crimes. It makes more sense, yeah. Okay, but like, if I do this, I can then do this. Ah. Mention Nixon, you think that lowers their status? Yeah! Actually, fucking wild thing is that he wiretapped his own phone, so when Nixon drunk dialed him, he could put him on speaker with a bunch of staff and talk shit. So, like, somehow managing to be, like, find ways to out-scum Nixon. Do I really only have these two to work with? Oh, I'm just potato. All right. I wonder if there were other survivors from New Alexandria who thought everyone else was dead and then just set out in a different direction. Ooh, we've got some... All right.
Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant
Oh, we listened to those.
or as others
No,
say,
shut
he
up.
was the creation
We
of
already saw that.
Hephaestus.
Fuck
All we
off.
may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics. Yet
Well,
even
Talos
the
is a
most
Nord king that knew how to shout.
philosopher cannot live without his blood.
We begin with the self, because that is what determines our existence as individuals. But the self cannot exist without that which surrounds it. The citizen lives within the city, and the city lives within the cosmos.
All right.
So now we must apply the principle we have discovered to the wider world and ask, if man is like a machine, could it be that the universe is similar in nature? And if so, what follows from that fact?
All right. We finally have some water to run into. All right. Noted. Robots, do not dip robot in water. Okay, just making sure that we got that data piece. All right, I did save after that. There was some chat things I wanted to check real quick. Yay, drowning! Yeah, just turning off. The long-awaited birth of our 1000th and final citizen was interrupted today by an unknown projection in the skies. The projection, which identified itself as Prometheus, goaded New Jerusalem inhabitants into indecipherable incantations. Source of this projection was tracked to a remote, mysterious island. Team led by Byron is now en route to find out more. Other members of the expedition include Alcatraz, Melville, Yakat, and 1K. Mayor Hermanubis has once again called for calm and promises that New Jerusalem will be safe so long as its citizens do not forget the ideals of the goal as set forth by the founder. So 1K found a recording of Lithrazer. What an odd recording, too. I know he's one of the first companions, but I don't actually know that much else about him. Don't think I have even seen him around either. Someone explain. Lithrazer has always been and has had an unusual perspective, even in the very beginning. He traveled a lot, sometimes leaving for years. He built a kind of mobile recharging station so he didn't need to come back to the city as often, although it was quite risky as the solar panels had a tendency to break rather quickly. But he had no problem taking risks if he felt they were necessary, and exploration was necessary to him. Lithrazer would record his thoughts as he explored and then published them when he returned. Over the centuries, he accumulated a group of admirers, or disciples if you prefer. In the period of crisis surrounding Athena's disappearance, they left the city, headed into the unknown, and we haven't heard from him since. It's one of the recordings I found, something he published back in the day? No, not as far as I can tell. Perhaps it's something he decided to shelve, or something he only shared with his close friends like Athena. Thank you, that was informative. The companions, the Whiterun version. No. So, Athena is our character from the original Talos. They're the first person to have awoken. They then went and woke 10 others who became known as the companions, the first companions. Because this game does a lot of philosophy and it does a lot of the first game had a very, God metaphor, the game running the simulation, styled itself as God, all stuff. So, sort of continuing with that metaphor, we have our first being, we have its apostles, the first companions. So, I feel like that's pretty in tune with usually with how Talos Principle is playing with themes. But while the first game was mostly about, what does it mean to be human? What is the nature of humanity? This one is veering so far from the conversations I've seen, sort of chewing on the thought of living with your environment, of, not constantly consuming, but having, setting and abiding by limits. We haven't been to the starting city. I don't know if we can just go back to it willy-nilly, or if I feel like we probably will get an opportunity to go back to it. I feel like maybe after we solve the 3 puzzles, it'll have us fly back home as a touch point. But the city feels very solar punk, which is a common philosophy of solar punk, is living more in tune with your environment, with the nature. And so, just seeing the mix of all the greenery, and you having solar panels and, a lot of aquaponics, very interesting. And I'm really happy to see where this game is going to explore those themes as we work through it. Ooh, we got some paintings of the progenitor. Hi everyone, this is the latest in my portrait series. I've always had a deep respect for the progenitor, Alexandra Drennan. She didn't create the founder and save humanity. She also tried to instill us with a sense of beauty and wonder. It was good to be human. Alexandra Drennan. As usual, keep in mind that we should focus on engagement with the work. Don't ask yourself whether it's good or bad, but how it makes you feel. Budhas. Beautiful work, Rodam. Gives me a bittersweet, wistful feeling. She must have been a great person. To me, it really captures her bravery in the face of what the cosmos had thrown her. It's well done, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for us to depict a progenitor in this way. Important to remember she was a real person, invokes her belief in a bright future, highlights her bravery in the face of death. We shouldn't forget other people contributed too. This painting makes me sad. I feel that one, you know, evoking the belief in a bright future. Thank you, 1K. They did believe in the work. We would build a better world, didn't she? Words always inspired me. They do? You should try listening more carefully. She wanted us to reach for the stars, not mope about worrying about the sins of our ancestors. The progenitors spoke in metaphors. The stars are within us. Because we have, like, fusion reactors, presumably. And that's like a star. Actually, they don't have fusion reactors. If they did have fusion reactors, we wouldn't have so many problems when it comes to batteries. Greenery? What is that? I live in a desert. I mean, a cactus is green. You have that option. Mystery of Miranda. For anyone who missed, it's for text, honestly, it's gonna be really hard for me to be consistent, especially with there being potentially 1,000 different voices. So bear with me. For anyone who missed it, Byron's expedition has recovered evidence of the existence of another person. Someone not from New Jerusalem. Who could this be? What does this mean? Maybe there's another city out there. Who says there was only one simulation? Maybe there are thousands of people we've never met. I really hope so. There is only one founder. I hate to agree with Thekla, but all the historical evidence we have points to that conclusion. There were some other attempts, but as far as we know, they all went wrong or failed. There's more that we don't know than there is that we know. That sentence is going to make my brain crash. Why do we think Miranda is from Earth? There's no evidence to support that idea. No, we are not having alien conspiracies. Why is it the 420 bot that is the conspiracy? Do human beings really build all that? Yes. If you believe that, you probably think humans built the Egyptian pyramids too. Because they did, you buffoon. We'll see if you think I'm a buffoon when Miranda abducts 1K and starts probing his data ports. No! All right, Jacques, we need to bring Jacques Spot in for a little bit of tune-up. There's more that you do not know, that you do not know, that you do know you do not. Try saying that 10 times fast. So I'm cat-sitting Yak's cat, Bruce, and he keeps peeing on my charging pod. Is there anything I can do to prevent this? Clean it very thoroughly so not a single trace of smell remains. No, it's hard without the ability to smell, but we do have some cleaning agents that should do the trick. Contact me on private if you need a list. Oh, and make sure Bruce isn't distressed by something. Cats don't like being moved from their territory. Maybe it'd be easier if you just moved him back to Yakat's place and feed him there. Nah, Bruce is just a bastard. He loves peeing on anything electrical, chewing on cables, and generally breaking stuff. This is normal. And I warned you, Pellegrino. I could have given him to Neith. She's used to him. Oh, thank you for the boobs. But he's so fuzzy, and I love him. Ah, cats. Yeah, it looks like the robots in Talos are cat bots. One of life's philosophical unknown quandaries. Cats. This should be 2. Ooh. What's this?
When we go to New Jerusalem, I'm going to have a cat. He's going to be black and white, and his name is going to be Bean. And I'm going to make sure that he never gets sick.
I love you.
And he never gets old. And he'll be my best friend forever.
Get you that immortal cat named Bean, Miranda. Wish you could have one. Yeah. C'est la vie when it comes to pets. I feel like it's only going to get harder with all the apartments being monopolized and with them being so very boilerplate. Hold on. If I use this, I'll get that. Alright, so now I can take this inside. Bada bing. That's not the issue. The bigger ones have a husky. Oh, yeah. Yeah, competing pets will do that. And also, huskies are pretty high maintenance, from what I know. Actually, if you live in a desert, oof. Oh, that must be really awful to try to care for a husky in warm climates.
I've been meaning to talk to you.
Oh, he has a history with cats?
Vision you had, the data stream overload. How did it feel?
Let's see. Strangely beautiful, unpleasant then beautiful, frightening, threatening. Data can't explain it. It was strangely beautiful.
Having your consciousness hijacked felt good to you?
Maybe our bot has a bit of a dronification kink. Not his first parental figure.
Just don't take this too lightly, okay?
Yeah, I got some
sturdier
friends
than our
who
ancestors,
often,
but a mind is still a fragile thing.
They've had a shelter dog. With it took them years to really train them off of. It had real bad separation anxiety, and was really afraid of strangers. But you know, time, attention, and care. It got better. Does not mind the heat too much, just hates baths. Wow, a dog that doesn't like water.
Everything okay?
I'll say that's all. I kind of wanna do a bunch of puzzles. He do the scream, the husky scream. Fox, what do you say? Tell me, Fox. Inquiring minds want to know, Fox. What do you say? What do you say, Fox? Fox, you try to give me the slip? I'm on to you. You're too slow. Can I get it to go into the... No. I was wondering if if it was running away from me, if I could get it to go into the water. Hey, Pokemon. I'm doing pretty darn good. How about you? You've been having a good weekend? Good weekend. Good end of the week. A good evening, perhaps. Ooh. It's the secret of the fox. Will we ever know? Alright, so it looks like there's going to be a meta puzzle. A sightline meta puzzle. So let's see, that... It goes from there all the way over this direction. Oh, so that's far in the distance. All right, so we probably... Put on the song, it slaps. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've listened to it. I should put it on again. You're trying. Do as best you can. You know what, Pokemon? That's really all anyone can hope for, is to do our best. Sometimes things make it hard, and that is okay. There's a nice little thing I read recently. It's a bunch of paragraphs, but I think to pick out the relevant section, Usain Bolt, you know, world record for, you know, short sprints. But expecting his maximum capacity, you know, running the fastest ever, saying, well, why doesn't Usain Bolt, you know, just keep on going and do a marathon? It doesn't work like that. We are not capable of being 100% 100% of the time. It's not healthy and sustainable. And it's okay to not be constantly sprinting. And it's okay to get help from others if you need it. Because we are not in this alone. And I think communities working together ultimately make us better. Alright, I think we need to do a bit of hopscotch on this one. Ultimately, I need a green, so I need to go find a combiner. What's really funny is the guys that made What Is the Fox Say also made, on a scale from 1 to 10, you're fucked. Okay, so we got that one. Now I can do that to that. Okay. And we do this. Alright, we have our combiner. I hardly knew her. So we have red here. We need to get blue over. Which I feel is actually not that hard. What if I do this? Hey, easy squeezy. That this humans have the limited total output capacity, so don't expect someone that drains quickly at high intensity. Do medium intensity for extended periods of time and be fine. Stopping newly allergic to your body oils, sharks, fixing seals. Ooh. Oh no. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that, Pokemon. Biology is so complicated. All right. Hopefully a green beam is what we need. I hope you're able to indulge in whatever comforts you can to get you through this. And I hope a more permanent solution surfaces sooner rather than later for you. Yeah, especially when things suddenly change like that. I had a coworker who actually like just normal, I think it was like just normal deodorant, suddenly basically turned on them, and they actually got like chemical burns from it. The body sometimes decides to switch on you. Alright, so if I go red, it's like someone's using Old Spice. Yikes! It's the spicy olds. Alright, so what does this do for me? Yeah, I'm getting a red laser, but why do I need a red laser? Okay, so I need a red laser going into that. And do that. I need to start with red. So we go red, blue, red, blue. Don't mean that as a bit. Oh, really? I did not know that. Interesting. Note to self, if I ever, whenever I go shopping for deodorants again, just thankful it's nothing worse than natural oils, or probably said it should pass, but for the time being, just try and stay strong. Ooh. Right. Is there's no light over here. So if I do this, how the fuck? What's this puzzle's name again? Stop using Old Spice for that reason. Body reacted weird, actually forced. Ooh. Oh no, I am sorry that happened.
Here's money for worm things, Drekio on jam.
Well, thank you, Boba Newt, and thank you for resubscribing. I assure you any proceeds will be used quite wormingly for very noodly things. Whatever noodly things come to my noodly noggin. Alright, I need... So if I'm using one... How do I... Oh, I know what I need to do. I think I know what I need to do. So use this, do that. No. Do it like this. There we go. Now we're cooking with poutine. Pretty like his allergy developed in color months because it was midsummer. You stand 3 days. Oof.
I sent the drone to have a look at one of the other puzzle clusters. It seems they remain inert until they're connected. I uploaded the pictures to the log.
Should we check them out with the VTOL?
Let's conserve fuel as much as we can. There's no point in going there if it's all dead.
Interesting. Now we're cooking with thermite. Thermite, not actually good to cook with. You know, it burns really fast, really hot, but, you know, you don't want really hot fire when you're cooking. I'm not even sure. I'm wondering, now I want to see, like, someone sear a steak with thermite. Just to see how that would work. The fuck is this? Is this like a buried treasure? I see like an X marks. Oh, this might be another chase the thing. Yeah, it is. Light it up, then use the heated massive iron after as a heat source. I'm not sure that works. Also, I don't think I said for Just Robot, I hope your evening's going well. I hope you have time to relax after the work week. I feel like that was referencing... let's do the rest of the puzzles, and then maybe we'll find it as we're wandering, and I won't have to worry too much about it. This even, yeah, it's marked as one of the sparks. Doing a big chill, watching the funny worm. Aww. Well, that is A-okay in my book. And today we have many books. It is Talos Thinky Day. I want to take another screenshot. That's such beautiful scenery. Works quite well. Thermite get really hot in the process of molten iron. If contained, it works as a decent heat store. Just don't try to cook with it actively. No, that's what I was talking about. Like actively burning. Like you put the thermite on the steak, ignite it to sear the steak, and I guess add some iron content. Hidden, you say? We cheat this puzzle? I mean, I think we can, but I think I would have to change up whatever my green is. All right, what am I ultimately trying to do? What does the alternator do to green? Wait, does it turn green into white? Oh, it turns it into nothing. So it can only switch between red and blue. That's interesting. A great supplement for the anemic peoples of the world. Exactly. I'm so thoughtful. so if I go over here... Oh, there's a fucking berry! Okay, so now we've got that. Oh, it wasn't far enough over. Snarf! Lion-O? Why did you solve the puzzle? Okay, so we got that going on. Now I can do this. So I can grab that and go over here. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Now we got our two the thingamabobber-majiggers.
We're making good progress.
All right. Need to find where that other spark is. We also need to go back and do puzzle 5. So let's hoof it over there. All right, 5. What you got for me? Imprisoned. Damn. They really put him in jail. All right, ultimately I need to get what? Okay, so I can put blue through here. I see. So I'm going to need to set things up and then flip the switch. So ultimately, I need to get blue. Do it like this. No. If I take blue... So if I take blue... No, because then it's going to be blocked. If I do this. No. Let's see what this does. Alright, now we need to go over here, use this on that. Interesting little puzzle there. Alright. We got one more of the main puzzles. We need to find the 2 incomplete puzzles and the 2 sparks. Hey Byron, what's up?
Tell me, what did you make of New Jerusalem?
Yeah, I thought it'd be lovely. Museum, decaying, falling apart, man. Fantastic. I think it's bigger than I thought it would be.
It does look very grand, doesn't it? We had such ambitions in the beginning, but if you look closely, you'll notice the cracks. The places where it's all starting to fray. We've lost faith in ourselves, in our humanity. All we need to do now is finish that dome and we'll be trapped in our perfectly neat little tomb.
That's pretty grim.
Of course, ask away.
What do you make of this Miranda?
Going on what little we have, honestly, she reminds me of myself when I'd just been born. I came out from the dam at night, and the sky was full of stars. I felt a reverence then, an almost ecstatic connection to the sublime. The universe seemed like a miracle, and to exist within it was the greatest possible honor. That view was tempered in time, but I've always tried to hold on to as much of it as I could.
Interesting. Very interesting. It's kind of fun how, like, just when they woke up, their first experiences could set them so very much apart from others. You know, if all of these robots came from the same program, the tiniest differences sending them careening off into being different. Let's see, this way to 7. Oh, I think that's our other spark. There's the green. Alright, so it's probably in... actually... I think I can reach it. From 6. Yeah! Meta puzzle this, meta puzzle that. Have you ever met a solution? Let's fucking go, baby. Gimme.
False idols are worshipped not because they are idols, but because they are false. True idols are rejected because the truth is feared.
VTube Studio seems to be chugging for some reason. Well, now it's back to normal. Does not seem to like having Talos Principle running. I wonder if I can maybe up it in priority. I don't actually remember how to affect priorities. Been a minute since I've decided to muck with any of that. I usually just leave things as is. There it is. Set priority. High. That is not the right thing. That is tits. We want VTube Studio to have high priority. Change priority. Alright. And no. Things look like they're still chugging. Let me try and turn down some of the graphics of the game. I think I have it on really fucking high. Just take everything down to maybe a medium. Yeah, I think that was it. I think I just... Talos Principle had too high of graphics. What's this? I'm in a hole! I'm in baby jail. Help! Let me out! I'm unfairly imprisoned. God damn it. Of all the ways to have to reload, that was the silliest. Alright, where the fuck was that? It looked like there was something for me to interact with. Button. Ooh, lift tracer.
The rotting remains of the old world should fill me with melancholy. Even here on this remote island, our ancestors could not escape their fate. And yet, I find there is something pathetic about these ruins that evokes anger and even contempt. I feel it is a mistake to accept this catastrophe with equanimity. What we see here should offend us. When witnessing this triumph of entropy, we should aspire to a warrior spirit, even a kind of hate of the past and its failures that will never allow such a thing to happen again.
That's certainly a way to combat your ennui. Alright, so this is the train. This is something. Feels like. Feels like there's something here. Still missing the two unfinished puzzles. Oh, and it looks like I might have missed a handprint. Or is that just telling me the same print I just got? No, I think it's a new handprint. No, it is the one I just got. All right, broken puzzle. Pre-connected. All right, so we got a hole being dug. What is that? It's like a X marks the spot over there. Okay, so ultimately I need to get red over here. That is the ultimate goal. All I have is red there. I need to get this second out. Get red to blue. I do this. Right. So I do this. Like so. Pick this up. Then we drill a hole. I can grab this and go over here. This here. So then I... That doesn't seem right. Because if I shoot the blue... No, wait, that's fine. I think. Yeah, it's fine. I need to do that. This one will get its blue from there. Do one of these. There we go. So now we have a red laser. Or a blue laser. We can convert that to red. And bada bing, bada boom, bada blam-arena. We got our first incomplete puzzle. Salute. Yeah. I don't know what language that is, but it's soothing to the ear holes. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was like a security bot, like red lasers warning. And I was like, oh shit, combat? No, it was just scan. Dude was just scanning. They're scanning over there. Transposition. Driller, jammer, switcher. Man, we've got like one of everything over here. Interesting. So first is getting that blue. Well, that's not happening. But I can get the red. No, I can't. Do this. Alright, let me go over here. Right. Can't get in there because I need to get the red over there. If I do this. No. red is what I need to solve this. Actually, it looks like I need blue on this side and red on the other side, maybe. Well, that doesn't work. But I do need to get red on that side. Wait, what if I do this? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Hey, Drake, here after popping up your laptop. Ooh. Doing some fixes and changes. Alienware and stuff is beans, by the way. I didn't know your computer was a cat. I hope it's not too troublesome for you, but welcome on by regardless. I hope you're having an otherwise okay evening. Wait, what if I do this? What if I do this? Let me take the jammer, put it on that. Alright. 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 Now we're cooking. We have the red. Of course, what happens is you forget where your screws go. Then a good job keep them on relatively. Yeah, having like a little magnet tray is very nice for these situations. Okay, the thing is, I need to get blue. Oh, because I can take this, put it on the other side. Now I can go over here and swap them. I think that's the plan. If I take this, we have the blue here. And then over here, we have the red. Ah, but we need to unlock it real quick. Good shit. All right. All that leaves is the last spark puzzle. I think we're gonna need to check the map it had once again. 'Cause I do not. We have not found the thing to chase. No, that's the one we have. Oh, I see a question mark over here. Let's go check that out. Magnetic tray. Now he lays the screw out by the orientation. During guard, do you not know? They have, like, magnetic trays for whenever you're working with electronics. So, like, the screws are all firmly... Like, it's not a strong magnet, but it keeps all your little screws stuck there. So they don't, like, go flying if you trip or bump the table. Oh, there's a handprint thing. What you got for me? From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 42. We broke ground on the first of the permanent structures today. Large hall that will eventually be converted into a performance and exhibition space. My idea. Although for now we'll use it as a workshop. It's strange, this place. There's a lot of open space, and I don't think that I would find it so unusual. But I suppose we all spent more time at that dam than was originally planned. Now it's difficult to get used to not having that low ceiling over our heads. Probably just me. Byron loves being outside and is always volunteering for scavenging missions. Lifttracer usually tags along, though he seems more fascinated with observing nature and various weird creatures. At night, I sometimes catch myself by the door, not because I have guard duty, just watching the stars. Oddly comforting to think that they've always been there. They watched our ancestors, standing where I now stand. Got a soft microfiber towel to hold this up. I mean, I don't know. I like to plan for the worst, hope for the best kind of situation, because, you know, you lose the screws inside of your computer once or twice before you're like, you know what, these fucking things have got to stick somewhere. It's also why I have, you know, a little magnetic screwdriver as well, so they don't go fucking falling and flying and swing jangling all over the place. But also, there's a reason I don't usually do laptop or hardware stuff. From Miranda to 5358. We finished setting up the external site at the lake. The area is so stunning, we forgot about the experiment for a while and went for a long walk. The ways in which all the different aspects of nature interact with each other are endlessly fascinating to me. And the sheer variety of living things, even on a simple green meadow. Sadly, we then stumbled on the carcass of a deer that had been torn apart by wolves. Must have suffered enormously, and thinking about that made me feel truly terrible. There's so much pain in nature. Yeah, but have you had some venison jerky? Like, I feel like if deer didn't want to be eaten, they shouldn't have decided to taste so good. Love getting into the nitty-gritty. You know what? You take care of the nitty-gritty, I'll take care of other computer stuff, because there's so much computer stuff. Oh god, there's so much computer stuff. How does the internet even work sometimes? Ecosystem engineers. Ooh, doing a bit of terraforming. Cutting down swaths of trees for their building projects, thoughtlessly causing radical changes to large environments, and forcing local species to adapt to their artificial habitats. These are the traits of a species of intelligent, industrious, and extremely impactful ecosystem engineers. Humans? No, I'm talking about beavers. Like us, beavers transform their environments via building, and their actions have real consequences, creating vast wetlands that some species thrive in while others die. Human activity is very similar. We too are ecosystem engineers, and we too benefit some species while harming others. Everything about this is completely natural, including the damage to other species. After all, that's what competition and evolution is all about. Those species that adapt to the ecosystems we create will, over the coming millennia, become the core of new biodiversity, and so evolution runs its course. If we don't like the result, if we think some species should be preserved despite being outcompeted, well, that's anything but natural. It is, however, very human. It's fascinating how so much of what we do is common in animals, but furthered enormously by our intelligence and our ability to remember. Through us, the universe strives to a greater level of complexity. Anya, Anya, Anya. Dang it, Anya. Anya, where ya? Where are you? Anya! Alright, we got the riddle of the Sphinx here. Where are you? I'm so sorry. So I feel like X marks the spot. Which side? I mean, we see this entity. So maybe I need to look for the side that has that entity. It's like a large... Could be a large stone structure to maybe keep an eye out for. And it's going to be on one of the faces. See if we can find that statue. Actually, 1, 2... Not equal... Well, maybe they are. I think they are. I'll have potato. I'm just at a weird angle. Well, there's a sculpture here, but... Is it the sculpture? Where, oh, where is that spark to be? Where, oh, where could it be? I gotta hit the high ground. Alright, maybe not that face. What about the next one? That's right, I had to reload. I was like, wait a minute, why does that thing not have a connection anymore? Oh wait, right, there's the dot where it's going to shoot out of. Maybe I need to take... Question mark? There's the thinker, the person. Okay. Okay, so we're on the right track. So it should be somewhere over here. I kind of actually want to go down to that statue real quick.
Just when I thought we'd found all the weird stuff.
Huh. It worked! I made a statue! Well, it half worked. The design wasn't balanced, so it fell over and broke. It was very dramatic. But the good news is that it all works in principle. Alright, Trevor, what you got for me?
So, humanity is great. I really believe that. And that's why I'm here. But I have to be honest with you, individual people, not always my favorite. I'm not the smartest guy ever, and I know that. But there are some people, man, some people are just so dumb. I don't even know if they're actually conscious. Sometimes I think their whole lives might be like a dream. They're just stumbling around, no idea what's going on,
being kind of a
some
shitbag.
random nonsense. And the thing that you have to understand about our time period is that a lot of these people wield enormous power. They run whole countries and corporations. Yeah, that's right. We've handed over our civilization to people I wouldn't trust to tie their own shoelaces. And if they're dumb, then what are we? I don't honestly have an answer to that, so just please try to do better.
Never mind. I support dunking on politicians. Fuck. Where is it? So, like, the statue was to the left. It should be over here. Is it hidden in a camp of trees? Fucking Sphinx and her riddles. I feel if I go too far forward... Well, maybe it is a bit forward. It had like a marker. Come on. We might have to go check the puzzle again. Although at least now we know for sure like the specific area to head to. Over by the train. Before the train was even a train. Alright, where's the Sphinx? I think the Sphinx is... There they are. Just beelining straight for them. Come on, lassie. Show me the solution to all my woes. Give me the spark, the shiny bright spark. How do I interpret this? Let me actually just take a screenshot. So then I won't have to come back to this again. Put this off to the side. Okay, so now let's run all the way back. We got to run, run, run. I hunger. Sinistar probably sounded a little bit more 8-bit, but you know, I have too many pixels. I'm too alive. The days of the old memes. All your base are belong to us. Okay, so by line this act kind of line this up. If I try and interpret this, and we have this water. Thing is, I don't know how zoomed in it is. And it's not a 1-to-1. I feel like it's somewhere over here, though. As best I can tell. Alright, good thing we didn't take full damage or drowning. I would have found that mightily inconvenient. Is that even right? Doesn't seem right. Byron, you seen a spark around here?
Hey there, 1K.
Damn. He ain't seen shit. Hi, cutie. No, I'm pretty sure chat is the one full of cuties, but I appreciate the sentiment. Welcome on by, Tapes. Oh, you've been doing well. Ah! Alright. Let's put a pin in finding that meta spark. I don't know. I feel like I'm misreading it. Oh, have I not solved all the puzzles? Why is 7 showing lit? That's weird. That's weird. Alright, bowling alley was dead, so they how do you live? We're like, wasn't too bad. What is this, life-size Tetris? Yeah, kind of. We have to solve puzzles to get puzzle pieces to solve puzzles that we puzzled a piece puzzles solving squares. Yeah, 7 is still. Ah. Yep, see, we got a whole bunch of books. Book 'em. Ooh, we got a little guy over here.
There's so much to discover on this island that sometimes it overwhelms me. Every lake, every forest contains an incredible, interconnected, permanently changing network of organisms. And every one of those organisms is almost infinitely complex and contains other organisms within itself. It seems impossible to ever really grasp. But then, step by step, I do understand. It takes time and effort, but it's not impossible. And there's a lot of joy to be found in simply taking the time to truly study something. I spent 5 years studying a single flower, and it never got boring.
Damn, 5 years on one flower? I bet you really knew that flower by the end of that. I'm gonna eat the flower. No, not the flower. All right, if I do this. Oh, I see what I need to do. All right. Wait, no, blue becomes red. God damn it, Dreki. Red. No, do this. Whoa, a portal! Not really a portal. Although we do have a thing that is portal-esque. Alright. Alright, Dreki, you're so fucking smart. What are you doing now, buddy? Oh, I need to do this. Alright. No, the game? Yeah, I mean, the original Talos principle came out, like when Portal had done its big craze, but 2 came out in the last month. This game came out in the last month. It's, I would say, of all the like interactive puzzle games that have come out, it's been better than most of them. It doesn't try to do the silly humor, whatever the heck that Portal did. It does its own thing, and I think it does it very well. It has more of a philosophical kind of bent.
I am so glad I'm not in charge of solving these.
The first game, we were in a simulation, or a robot, a program, iterating through these puzzles, and you sort of explore, like, what does it mean to be human? You know, do you need to have a heart? Do you need to have, you know, flesh and blood? You know, all those kinds of things. And then when you get to the end of the game, you exit the simulation, you're downloaded into a real physical robot, and you step out into the world. This game is picking up, I think, about 500 years later, if my math is right. Our character is the 1000th robot who's woken up. The original robot has gone missing. Took the name Athena. And when Athena left, they kind of set down the goal, is what it's called. And a lot of the robots in that society have been looking towards just only fulfilling the goal, and that's it. And the goal was just having 1000 made, and not creating any more. And they're just building sort of like a dome city. And Athena, the place they supposedly went to, apparently, like when I, not apparently because I saw it, but when I woke up, and you know there's a celebration and stuff, There was this weird, misty, my theory is nanobots or foglets, showed up saying it was Prometheus and that, it was given a whole bunch of stuff, and then it was Pandora showed up, apparently, and it was trying to find him or taking him away. There's also a Sphinx. So the three big, it seems, characters on this island are the Sphinx, Pandora, and Prometheus. But the signal where Prometheus and Pandora was detected that crashed the party was from this island, which is also happened to be supposedly where Athena was last known to have been going towards. I still cannot continue to because this broken? All I have are these 3 puzzles. What's going on? Oh, I am a potato. Blood and ashes, Dreki. You chuckle fuck. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. I swear. But since we're in the real world, we're trying to find out who made these things. What's going on, perhaps? And the fact that we have all of these puzzles similar to the ones in the first game made it quite interesting.